last year, he actually ended up fighting Chunky Kong.
Really?
And it was a very close nail-biter set. A little bit of getting the monkey off of his back, if you will, though. He was able to take a set from Gamer at Middle Ground in Kingston earlier this year in my hometown region of Kingston. So excited to see how he's made strides this matchup. Already, though, we are off to the races here.
Very exciting. I mean, already we're seeing the one thing we're opting for a Battlefield to start, which is like Donkey Kong's been playing around his bread and butter here, playing around those platforms and going for those early kills, especially considering Duck Hunt's airspeed and the kind of momentum you can get off of these cargo throws early on. I'm loving how Glue's playing this so far. Yeah,
Glue been taking up a lot of space, and CaKe having a hard time playing around these platforms, right? DK takes up a lot of space on the stage. A lot of real estate is being taken up by this ape, and right now he understands, okay, if I can just work my way slowly back and push him into the corner, we can start something here. The can coming up for the setup. Off stage, covering the ledge. Very patient from CaKe, understanding the danger of a reversal, right? Good stuff. Good back air approaching, coming from Glue by taking his time, working his way back in. Gunman online. Up air, going to reach for it, but gets knocked up to the skies.
I'm loving the patience here so far from Gluebag, right? It's recognizing the one thing you have in this matchup is that eventually when the stocks get down to it, the gunman and the can are not going to take the stock. It's going to anti-air this Duck Hunt and catch him on the back foot. Of course, CaKe on the other side of things, opting to use that can to make space here, especially when Gluebag is going to overextend with the giant punch, waiting patiently here at the ledge. Here comes another grab. Big damage again now. Frame one option. Escape option is going to be so good for getting out of those Donkey Kong cargo throw combos.
Indeed. He's up air sharking. Able to land by a miraculous miscue there from CaKe. Holy moly. Slow ledge chop with the back air. Going to find the stock. Eating things up, but 51%. That yellow percent, that golden percent is where you want to be if you are Gluebag. I mean, listen, I was looking for a ding dong, but the F smash, that might just clean it up as well.
We just might barely be on the edge of finding the percent, so who knows? But definitely with Giant Punch opting for that spot touch there, getting the up tilt as well. Catching CaKe, getting a little nervous here at the end of these stocks here. Looking for a lot of these frisbees and these cans as these panic options.
The delayed nair, amazing tech chase there, able to find it with the can. Lots of coverage there. Oh, this up B's the timing on that punish could have been just a little bit better. The armor on the punch going to get him through the gunman, but there's so many projectiles flying at Gluebag right now.
CaKe definitely playing a lot into the stock to a T here, waiting for Gluebag to overextend for that can. Getting back here at ledge with the back airs. Not able to catch that nair in just yet. I like the spacing there from CaKe to still hang on. I find that grab, overextending, and going to find the stock to the back air. Very good stuff there from CaKe.
Yeah, finding him in the corner, basically just overextending, as you said. But back air of his own, going to take the stock. We are down to the last stock of this game one. Looking like it's already going to be a barn burner with the way things have been. Immediate F-tilting that can, just setting up this distance, right? This is the distance that he wants to play at, away from that back air range, away from all of these long, disjointed forward tilts. You do not want to be in the corner here. You do not want to be making preemptive options if you are CaKe right now.
Stopped once again by that can, doing a fantastic job of slowing the roll of this Donkey. Whenever he gets momentum, CaKe's like, all right, stop. Slow down. My can has something to say about that. And the clay pigeon as well. Slowing the roll of this DK. But then all you need is that one trip with the down tilt, and Gluebag finds it, giving him the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, that looked very, very close. I mean, the percents were even. It's just the kill power, the raw kill power that the apes got. It's going to be incredibly difficult for a character like Duck Hunt, who really needs to find these niche setups, these niche positions on the stage, the platform control, the ledge control. These are all things that need to line up. The stars really need to align. When you have raw kill power like DK, sometimes you are just able to find trip, punch, and move into the next game.
CaKe, I definitely want to opt for something of a smaller season like Flattered. You don't want to go something like Battlefield, considering the presence that Gluebag has had so far. Assault Battlefield could help you out a little bit more, but also got to remember that the platform height, Donkey Kong still fares pretty well. We still have the perfect PDKO height to find that kill with the up airs, but now you don't have to worry about Donkey Kong putting on that much pressure with the up airs. You have that top platform, you don't have to worry about that as much. Has, as a baseline at least, a pretty good idea of where to play in disadvantage. It's just getting so much more when you're in advantage. Stuff like this. I need to see more creative combo routes to make DK hit him where it hurts.
Exactly. DK's biggest weakness, we know, his disadvantage state. It's so hard a lot of the time for Duck Hunt to be in the perfect position for a lot of these stocks, right? We've been seeing he's trying to call him now, landing towards center stage, really dragging him, trying to funnel him in towards the middle. You see the can in the middle now as well, keeping him pushed off to the right-hand side. That F-tilt going to be able to swat the can away, though. Good anti-air with it. Pull it back in, back out. I love the way that the CaKe plays mind games with the can in the corner as well. It's always a threat. especially where he keeps it positioned. Oh, able to hit him with the hitbox, but
I love how Gourmet's trying to fight it, force his way out of the corner, and CaKe just not letting it happen. Again, playing the matchup to a T right now, even ignoring that armor, you're still taking 30% from that game, taking so much damage. In reality, Gourmet, you have no real opportunity to get and find an opening right now, especially with the gunman catching that jump. CaKe playing that stock, textbook of how to fight against Donkey Kong.
Yeah, just keep him away, right? It's just keep the monkey away and just shoot him with all the projectiles. It's looking like Harambe, RIP. You know, these up airs coming through. Another one, he's going all the way up, but doesn't actually let anything rip. He might actually be dead. Oh, good air dodge, but able to frame trap with the back air.
Just barely messing with the time of that PDKO, and that's critical,
Reversals are the name of the game.
Especially in this matchup. CaKe finding that pivotal forward smash, and now up 3 stocks to 1 already.
Oh, he might be dead.
Gone.
Yeah, that was
Good Lord.
2 very, very unfortunate overextensions from Gluebag, and that's where CaKe needs to make his money. He's got to find the positions where Donkey Kong is the weakest. If Donkey Kong is going off stage, if Gluebag is going off stage and making these choices to try to corner CaKe, CaKe has to have the wherewithal to be able to lock down an opportunity for a reversal.
Exactly.
Especially with his character lacks that kind of kill power, the explosive kill power that Donkey Kong has.
We saw in game 1, Gluebag was definitely relying a lot more on those. Like, there were a lot more opportunities coming up, and you're able to get like more of those Donkey Kong nickel and dime exchanges, like the down tilt trips, the like 1 or 2 pieces with the grabs, and it fared a lot better because CaKe was only getting like doing the exact same thing. And in that kind of game, DK is going to win every time. But when you're taking advantage of his disadvantages in the matchup, like you mentioned, his terrible disadvantage in general, the recovery, the size, like you mentioned, you know, the projectiles are able to take advantage and keep Donkey Kong in such a bad position where like he only gets like 1, 2, or 3 of those per game. And unfortunately, he kind of overshot and tried to force certain situations, and against Duck Hunt, you really can't do that.
Can't force anything against Duck Hunt. You really gotta like take your time against this character. As much as it might seem like you want to discourage that, I think the main thing that Donkey Kong has is like that eventually one of his big strong moves will KO you more than or earlier than one of Duck Hunt's, right?
Exactly.
Good up air in there. Easy damage to get the start on this right-hand side of the stage. Kalos is the pick, which, you know, you might think this is kind of strange considering that, you know, traditionally zoners do really well on this kind of stage, correct? But looking at the way that the CaKe's playing this lately, especially on the small battlefield pick, he might actually prefer having a little bit more room to scrap in this situation here.
Not even that too, but it opens the doors for more creative openings from Gluebag, right? Able to find different ways to approach. We're not getting locked down as much against the Duck Hunt. Now you have that platform to get away to. Now you have a lot more of the stage to play around with. So those opportunities are a lot closer given, but now it's just getting back to stage, chasing down that can. Also the bigger stage means you're dying a lot later.
And you're going to be living forever here. That up air not going to kill you at 171, and this is kill percent for a Duck Hunt, right? This character is not too heavy. The spot dodge was critical there from both players.
Oh, the clay pigeon.
Delayed clay pigeon. Excellent stuff. I don't think Gluebag was ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that. I was like, oh, we dropped it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I definitely got hit by that.
Yo, Fawn, why aren't you doing that, bro?
Okay, another one. I love that up tilt just to catch the air dodge. Lots of neutral air dodges coming out from our good friend Gluebag here. The F smash not going to connect. Double roll back, just resetting that position. Finding the down air reset. Just keeping Gluebag on his toes. Never know where he's going to be put next, right?
That's all the catch.
Big up B.
I like the idea with the up B. Unfortunately, going to get called out there. Way too overzealous. Now we have CaKe setting up here at the ledge, one toward the can, waiting for this Donkey Kong to jump back in here, covering the area very well. And sitting behind that can. When he does that attack in, you can react with the clay pigeon and go for a combo like that. Not going to take it, but man, the creativity on this Duck Hunt right now is looking phenomenal. Yeah, the counter pick kind of working against, or working in Gluebag's favor there, but not going to live the actual explosion of the can at that point. And these up airs not quite able to reach. Duck Hunt is able to actually get really high up at these percents and maybe live a little bit longer and get into positions that are a little more awkward for Donkey Kong to kill in. Nice down air. Into the back air. Weak hit, though. Down air. Oh!
That's going to lock up that game number 3. CaKe looking really good moving into this game number 4.
Honestly, like, CaKe shifting from the beginning of the set of taking a lot slower and really not recognizing the, again, like you said, the encroaching nature of Donkey Kong, how oppressive he can be. So now you got to imagine that you're like, you know what? I know Donkey Kong can get an obscene amount of damage. Every single time I get those, I need to do that because when those opportunities are so far in between, not only does Donkey Kong get less opportunities, but also it's a mental stack. It's now Donkey Kong is like trying to force situations a lot more like, oh man, I just took 90%. I want to land. I need my hit. I need my grab. Trying to jump in there, and he's like, okay, I'm just behind the can. Yeah, I've got gunmen here. I'm not worried about that.
You've shown me that these tools are the ones that are disrupting you the most. You've shown me that these tools are the ones that you have the hardest time dealing with. So I'm just going to keep throwing the same puzzle at you.
Exactly.
The same Mario Party minigame over and over again, and you've got to show me that you can pass the pop quiz. And right now, Gluebag already trying to work his way in onto CaKe, but it's these gunmans, it's these cans. He's got to take advantage of these offstage situations. He's actually miscued into the side B there, but he's gonna take the stock all the way to the bank.
Gluebag much more comfortable when we're going back to the battlefield. Again, the smaller stage means like a lot less space for Duck-Hunt to run away. Also, again, like the top platform, a lot less space to get more pressure on Duck-Hunt covering. And deal with the gunman there again. Nice air dodge there to avoid that once more. But finally looking a lot more poised and comfortable. Once you actually have a lead here, you can actually cool your head a little bit. It's ironic considering how Duck-Hunt is fuming. 60% away from getting this PDKO. You got to be careful. CaKe.
Very close to these PDKOs, but these clay pigeons over and over again. Another can to try to force the drift to the left side, but he's able to follow it, catch the back air. Yeah,
that's plus, by the way.
Yeah, it's very, very safe.
Waiting. Oh, and there we go.
Stage,
Gluebag recognizing the habit CaKe has of getting a little too passive off stage and calling it like it is.
You got it. You nailed it right on the head there. But the combination of the gunman, the can, lots of pressure, shield poking, the big ape going to take up the stock. But a long way to go for CaKe here to make it back in this game number 4.
To make footing back here again, swatting that back, actually doing one of the things Duck-Hunt has a lot more access to in this matchup, given you can swat back with the F tilt, trying to face off against that can again. Now CaKe still, the ladder combo potential is getting so much damage here, especially at the ledge as well, fighting a nice down throw.
The grab, which is delaying the clay pigeon. That's another time that we've seen a delayed clay pigeon really trip up Gluebag. The up B out of that was
aerial
huge.
up B out of shield. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Very, very good stuff from Gluebag, utilizing every tool in Donkey Kong's kit here.
Get back. Oh, daring behind. Nice cross up there to avoid the grab from Glue. Now waiting for an option here right now. Back airs, playing patiently. CaKe just trying to find a way back in. But Glue doing a fantastic job of just, again, staying poised, not overextending for an option right now. Trying to jump away, getting caught on the jump spot right there. Back on there with that nair. Giant Punch still charged. Gets it back to ledge with the giant punch. And actually, it gone for it a couple times now. CaKe is finally starting to catch on to that. And just waiting patiently for the gunman and just taking the damage. Yeah. I don't even care. I don't think they wanted the armor that they could find a punish afterwards.
Taking the damage is so scary, though. Like, CaKe's already trading a ton in this matchup with how many times he's been using can and getting hit by it.
Yeah.
It's not the chip that you want to be taking in these situations. The can's going to get him out, but once again, taking another hit and actually putting him into the position to lose that stock there. Not able to lose that stock, but we're going into a game number 5. Let's see where CaKe takes us for this last game.
I got to talk about two things that game where Gluebag made the adjustments that are going to matter a lot for this matchup. One being a lot more passively into the platforms, utilizing that F tilt, swat the can away, and not letting CaKe get so much momentum off of just throwing it at you, but just getting out of there. Two, the aerial up special out of shield, where don't go up special regularly while you do have the grounded armor. It only comes out on frame 20, right? So it's like a very slow option, can be very much punishable out of shield. But for aerial up special out of shield, it's frame 7. So if Donkey Kong's trying to pressure your shield with a nair or a crossover or anything of the sort, you can get out of there. Like we saw in last game, we bring this back to PS2. We're going to need to keep that in mind if we want to take this in Game 5.
Absolutely. The Game 5 is super, super pivotal here, right? Like, we've got a lot of space to run around. Kind of reminiscent of that Kalos game that we saw CaKe do so well in. But the main difference is going to be this platform layout, right? The platform layout is huge for both Donkey Kong, of course, with those PDKOs, but also Duck-Hunt's going to get access to a lot of these up air follow-ups, and the low ceilings in comparison are actually going to make these stocks fly like crazy if he's able to pick up a good up air string.
Gluebag low-key overthinking the combo right now, missing the opportunity for a grab, trying to find his way in again. Like I mentioned earlier, you cannot take it for granted when you find this opening to Duck-Hunt right now. There go another air dodge in, trying to find more off of that. CaKe getting back on with that can. When if nobody got me, can got me. Big trip. PDK might find it there, but you messed up the combo.
Can actually got him out of that one. Actually, the one time you do want to trade with Can, able to actually use that one frame option to get out of the PDKO. That's not even something I was considering at the beginning of this one here.
I think he was did the up throw a little too late and like had a time to escape that, unfortunately. But now we have CaKe again coming back in there. No tech there on that. Oh, the down. Oh, yeah.
I think he was unsure which side he was going to end up on and just opted for the safe option. But that's going to be another plus 180 stock. However, CaKe's still at 100%. We've seen the stray kill power that Donkey Kong does have is very potent, right? Here comes another one.
Still on the ground. Yeah, definitely a little too overzealous with that. Going to be able to punish that pretty easily as CaKe. And waiting in the corner with the clay pigeons, with the gunman, with the can, saying, hey man, I've got the lead. I'm not approaching you. 5 minutes, you better get comfortable.
Look at these anti-airs too. The can coming at the perfect angle every time. Bluebag just jumping in, trying to land with a back air, trying to land with these falling aerials, right? Not able to get past the gunman. The gunman actually forcing him into the air a lot of the time. And CaKe always ready to snipe the can back at him. Good parry too on the disadvantage. Excellent call, but PDKO.
Back throw, back throw.
Up throw,
yeah. Up throw. Oh,
just
wow.
Put him up to the ceiling.
Yeah, man, honestly, just don't even overthink it. Exactly. Just find the grab and find the simple option right there. As Donkey in this matchup, you need to just go for the down tilt. Go for something simple. Find an opening right here again. Getting called out with a spot dodge. Double quick, triple quick pigeon into the wrong aerial.
Not quite the sweet spot. The up air might have done it, but we've seen Bluebag fall out of a couple of those, especially in a similar position. So I don't blame him for opting for the back air, grabbing me into the can, and that not quite yet.
Max Rage on this DK. You need to take a stock now if you're a CaKe. You don't want to mess with this at all.
Oh,
especially with that grab. Look for the up airs. The can at the ledge once more. The gun as well. Nice spot dodge.
Love
Still
that
to avoid that grab. It's still getting called out there. What a great trap.
Forced to spot dodge, and the grab would have done even more as well. But double bear. Where are we going?
You got to go for stuff right down, right?
Back throw. Can up. Play pigeon as well, and look at how much space he's just allowing himself to have here on PS2. The counter pick really working in his favor, but the trip not actually called out right away. Didn't react to it right on time.
Patiently here with that giant punch charge up. Find an opening here. Down tilt in the dive will definitely do it right now, but and goes to let it rip.
The late pixel and the up air is gonna make it.
Oh, just not out there.
1, 2, 3, and that's gonna do it. The ping pongs once again. CaKe closing out that game number 5 in a very, very clean fashion. Kind of a back and forth set. We've had a lot of those. You know, game 1 looked really dominant for Bluebag. Game 2, almost the reverse basically for CaKe. Game 3, a little bit easier for CaKe. Game 4, Bluebag took it almost all the way through, and there, CaKe just kind of locked in, used the counter pick to his advantage, used the space he was given by the stage on PS2, and just closed it all out.
Name of the game there at the end there, honestly.